Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Here we go again. The fourth annual Terrell Severe Weather Readiness Campaign. Today, February the 25th through next Saturday, March 4th, geared towards Indiana and Kansas because I used to live in Indiana and I live in Kansas now. However, this event is open for anyone who wants to pay attention and participate. This is a fun little event that we do every year to ramp up the awareness of severe weather and its effects. Obviously, tornadoes can be very deadly. Damaging winds and large damaging hail can also be deadly and cause problems as well. A lot of people are afraid of storms, of course, and so we don't want anyone to be afraid of storms, but we do this event to just remind everyone that the tornado season is coming upon us at this time, and that it is important to begin paying attention to the weather and making sure that you have a plan ready, because we don't know how active the season is going to be. We never know this time of the year, but we do know one thing, and that is both Indiana and Kansas and any state that has a fair amount of tornadoes on average each year is going to get tornadoes. And every state that normally gets severe weather each year is going to get severe weather, hail, wind, and tornadoes. We know that they're going to happen. We don't know how many. We don't know how many particularly strong, bad events that we're going to have. But we do know that severe weather will occur, and we do know the chances are there will be, at bare minimum, a couple of major outbreaks this year. There usually is every other year. And then again, there could be several. We just don't know at this point, but we do know that we are going to get severe weather this year, and so we have got to be prepared. And that is the whole point. That is the whole reason we do what we do here with this campaign. So just some fast facts for you regarding severe weather and tornadoes. The U.S. averages about 1,200 tornadoes each year. On average, 60 people are killed by tornadoes each year, and according to the Storm Prediction Center, roughly $1 billion worth of damage was caused by tornadoes on an annual basis from 1950 to 2010. That's a heck of a lot of money. So obviously, tornadoes can cause a lot of damage. Average 60 people a year are killed by tornadoes. That's I'm sure that's a lot better than what it has been in the past, but it's not going to be perfect until that number is zero. Maybe we'll get to that point someday, I don't know, but 60 people, even though it's a lot better than what it could be, it's still awful. And we know that people will die from tornadoes this year. We know that we already have died. People have already died from tornadoes this year. We've had a very active start to the year in terms of severe weather in the southeast. And will that trend continue? We don't know. We have some evidence to suggest that it could be a very overly active year. Then again, we have a couple things that we're looking at that kind of suggest maybe this could be a below average year. Once again, it seems like ever since 2007 we've had a string below average years. Someday that will change. Could this be the year? It's possible. Possible. It won't be possible. It could be just a near average year. Severe weather in Indiana and Kansas. So this is just kind of focusing on some statistics for these two states in particular, where a lot of you are from. The spring tornado season is typically March through June. We usually consider the start of tornado season to be March 1st. And it can run all the way into late June, but sometimes it can extend a little beyond that, and sometimes, as we've seen this year, it can begin a little bit before that March 1st time frame. The fall tornado season is something that occurs in September and December, especially the month of November. That can actually be a little bit of a bigger problem for Indiana, but Kansas can get into that action as well, and some of the worst severe weather outbreaks, especially in Indiana, that have ever occurred in the state have been outbreaks that have occurred in October and November. And of course, don't forget, tornadoes can still happen occasionally during the summer and the winter. Tornadoes can happen anytime the conditions are favorable. The peak month for tornadoes in Kansas is the month of May. The peak month for tornadoes in terms of numbers for Indiana is actually June. It hasn't seemed like that in the last few years, but it is actually June. Indiana does get its most tornadoes in the month of June. However, May and April can still be active months, sometimes even March. In fact, April is actually the leader in Indiana, ironically enough, when it comes to strong and violent tornadoes. That's because we get a lot of those big, strong transition troughs that can provide pretty significant crash and air masses and can be very powerful synoptically and have lots and lots of wind shear that can really aid in tornado development. So Kansas, like I said, the peak month is May. However, June can still be pretty active in Kansas as well, even though the numbers are usually on the decrease by June. It could still be active at times. April can be pretty active in Kansas still, and March can occasionally be active in Kansas as well. So the average number of tornadoes in Kansas annually is 96. The average number of tornadoes in Indiana annually is 22. There is obviously quite a difference in the numbers there. But don't let the number 22 fool you, because that's actually a pretty decent amount compared to several other states. Indiana is certainly not the most active tornado state in the country. But that is a decent number compared to a lot of other states, believe it or not, when you look at that annually. And like I said, again, Kansas, yeah, they say that we're in the heart of Tornado Alley for a reason, the traditional Tornado Alley, at least so to speak. And our average number a year is 96. You have to factor in Kansas is a little bit wider, obviously, than Indiana. And so sometimes the size of the state can have some say into that number, obviously, because of how much land you're talking about. But yeah, that's a pretty significant number. I believe Kansas is second in terms of the most tornadoes in the country. I think the only other state is Texas, and again, that's mainly because Texas is such a large state. So the topics of this week include, well, Saturday is the kickoff day. This is when we're doing a weather radio giveaway, and we already did our Arby's gift card giveaway. Sunday, we're going to be focusing on planning and preparedness for your home and your family. And one thing I really want to hit on this year is to stress the emphasis of severe weather safety and planning for schools and businesses and sports stadiums and churches, because especially like sports stadiums and entertainment facilities, because I really fear that we could one day have a major severe weather disaster along those lines. Monday's topic is going to be hail. It'll really be the weekdays when we start to get more into the meteorology of things. Monday's topic, we're going to be talking about hail and its effects. Tuesday, we're looking at damaging winds and derechos. Wednesday, supercells. Thursday, tornadoes. And then Friday, we're going to be talking about flash flooding. And I want to point out on Thursday, we're actually going to be conducting a voluntary tornado drill. And that'll be at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. And what you'll do is you'll go, once I announce the tornado drill on Facebook, you will go to your assigned tornado locations that you have hopefully picked out by that time in your house, or even if you're at your business or wherever you happen to be at that time. Go to your shelter, take a picture of it, and then post it in a comment below on my Facebook page. On that post, on the tornado drill post that I make, the first 3 people to post pictures will win prizes. And there will be gift cards given away. For example, first person to post a picture will maybe have like a $25 gift card. Second person have a $20 gift card. Next person might be a $15 gift card. And even though all the gift cards are given away, please don't stop posting pictures. I'd love to see the participation. Then after that tornado drill, we will actually do a live little video chat session on tornado safety and preparedness talk a little bit about maybe some of the thoughts we had from the drill, and maybe people can ask questions. So that should be it. This will be the second time we've done a tornado drill. We did one last year, and it was not bad for first go around. We certainly hope to see a lot more participants in that this year, and this will be the first time we've done a little live video session after the drill. So then Friday's topic, like I said, is going to be flash flooding, and then the next Saturday it'll be a week in review, and obviously, as I've said, prizes will be rewarded. We've got the weather radio giveaway tonight, and then we will be giving away more prizes, I know, at least on Thursday with that tornado drill. So lots and lots of fun coming up, folks, and don't miss out on your chance to win prizes. And of course, we hope that you're going to participate and learn something about meteorology, and most importantly, hopefully this will raise your awareness and get you prepared and ready to go for the tornado season that is, again, coming up right now. It's that time of year again, and regardless of how active it'll be or not, what you need to know is that tornadoes and severe weather will happen, and if you're not prepared, it could be a very, very bad situation for you and your family, and we don't want that. We don't want a tragedy like that. So please, 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 take the advice from this week to heart and be prepared. And hopefully I try to make it fun and interactive and engaging. That's kind of the point of the gift cards. So I just hope you really enjoy the week. I'll do my best, and should be a lot of fun.